Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to Paranormal Time. Today's video is all about the paranormal, whether you are a believer or skeptic. There is no denying that the idea of ghost spirits and other supernatural entities has captivated people for centuries. In this video, we'll be searching some of the most compelling evidence for paranormal activity, sharing some of the most chilling stories of ghostly encounters, and discussing some of the most popular theories about what lies beyond the realm of understanding. So turn off the light, grab a blanket, and get ready to explore the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Let's get started. A listener has emailed us two events that she hears from someone else. I am going straight to the story. First story about the haunted painting. First an apology if you see any mistakes. I heard this story from my mom. This story about her aunt who encountered a spirit while painting a scenery. Strange but true sometimes, things like dolls painting jewelries becomes haunted objects. Anyway, let's move towards the story. It was in the year 1980. My mom's aunt bought a painting from Darjeeling. She hired a painter to draw a similar one, but the painter died in an accident. After that, she hired another painter for the same job. The very next day, the painter returned to the painting to my mom's aunt and he narrated the incident that happened to him. It was 7 o'clock. In the evening, the painter visited my mom's aunt with the painting in his hand, and on asking the reason behind the refusal, he said that he encountered a spirit that prevented him from completing the painting. He said that it was 11 o'clock last night when he started a painting of the scenery, and every time while putting the paintbrush on the canvas, he felt a hand tightly holding his wrist. He first took it as a false notion and went outside for a fag. But after returning, also he felt the same thing. He said that he clearly saw a shadow of a man with long hair. He got scared and stopped painting. My mom's aunt took it as a nuisance. She gave the job to the two others and they also returned it back to her, as they also faced a similar incident even during daytime. Now, what happened next was a big shock to my mom's aunt. She encountered the spirit when she made an attempt out of curiosity on night. She felt exactly the same thing as the other three painters and saw this shadow. After seeing the shadow, she was sure that it was the spirit of the first painter who died in an incident, as he had long hair. She fell ill after that incident. Doctors were unable to cure her. Finally, my mom's uncle visited a person who is an expert in such activities, and he helped her in getting cured. After recovering, she said that when the first painter was given the job, he appreciated the painting and happily said that he would have never let any other painter do this job. So it was obvious that his spirit prevented other painters from completing the task. So this is the end of the first story. Now I am going to tell the second story. This story is about return of the dead. Dr. John, relaxing on his chair after long surgery at the city hospital, with stretching his leg on the examination table in his cabin. His eyes were closed, but he was not in asleep. He seemed relaxed, but his mind was continuously running. He was exhausted physically, but his mind was restless. He couldn't understand his own situation. He was feeling quite uncomfortable. Dr. John was a well-known young and dynamic general surgeon in charge of the general surgery department of City Hospital. He was done so many critical surgeries in a normal and emergency situations. He was a hardcore professional doctor with great knowledge, confidence, and tremendous sense to deal with any type of situation. All of a sudden, doors of his cabin opened with a big jerk and Nurse Mary came almost running with horrifying feelings in her dutiful blue eyes and breathing heavily. She was a very experienced senior nurse of the city hospital and handled the worst situation during her career, but this time she was looking out of his own control. She was sweating, and her beautiful long legs with stocking were shivering. Dr. John opened his eyes and stood up immediately after watching Nurse Mary's situation. Dr. John was one of the appreciators of Nurse Mary's beauty. He was the mesmerized attraction of Mary's big beautiful blue eyes, soft spotless white skin with long legs and sexy figure. Every eye in the city hospital wants to see only Mary when she walks in big hill in a hospital uniform. She looks damn sexy walking with a typical movement of her sexy hips. Dr. John generally tried to flirt with Nurse Mary when she comes to his cabin, but this time situation was different. He hasn't seen her horrified like this before. Dr. John heard Mary's shaking loud voice. Yes, Mary, what happened? Why are you so shaky? Dr. John asked shockingly. Sir, Mr. Patrick was calm with a fully blooded head, with half-damaged eyeball. Mary said with a horrified voice. Who is he? Dr. John loudly asked with confusion. Sir, Patrick was brought in the hospital last month after his car accident and who died in the operation theater during Dr. Mathew were operating him. Mary was breathing heavily and sweating like hell. Cool down, Mary. Dr. John softly touched her and tried to make her sit on the table. How can it possible, dear? How can one dead person can calm? You may be mistaken identifying him. He gave glass of water to her to make her calm down. No, sir, I can't make a mistake. He was my ex-boyfriend, she replied with sorrow and fear. Dr. John was shocked. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Whether you are a believer or a skeptic, there is no denying the enduring fascination that people have with ghost spirits and other supernatural entities. We hope you enjoyed this video and that it has left you with some new insights and perspective on this intriguing topic. As always, thank you for watching and we will see you in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay tuned. See you in the next episode. Good night.